During an interview with the wealthiest man in the world, the interviewer asked, "Mr. Carter, in your opinion, who is the richest person in the world?" Everyone expected him to say his own name, but he smiled and replied, "Before I answer that, let me tell you a story. I was traveling," he began. "I had just landed from a flight. As I walked through the airport, a newspaper vendor approached me. 'Sir, newspaper?' he asked. I checked my wallet. I had cash, but only large bills, no coins, and the vendor didn't have any change. So I said, 'I'm sorry, I don't have small cash with me.' But the vendor smiled and said, 'It's okay, sir. Take it. I won't go hungry just because I helped someone today.' I thanked him and left. 2 months later, I landed at the same airport, and there he was again, the same vendor in the same spot. I tried to pay, but once again I didn't have small bills. Before I could explain, he simply smiled and said, 'It's all right, sir. Take it again. It's free.' Twice, he helped me without expecting anything in return. 15 years passed. I became one of the richest men in the world, famous, successful, respected. And then one day I remembered the vendor. I spent a month searching for him until I finally found him. I walked up to him and asked, 'Do you remember me?' He smiled and said, 'Of course, sir. You're the richest man in the world now.' I asked, 'Do you remember giving me 2 newspapers for free?' He nodded and said, 'Yes, sir, I remember.' Then I told him, 'Because of your kindness, I want to repay you. Tell me anything you want. I want to change your life.' But he shook his head and replied, 'Sir, do you really think you can repay what I did?' I frowned. 'Why not?' I asked. He said softly, 'I helped you when I was poor. You want to help me now that you've become the richest man in the world. How can that ever be equal?' And in that moment, I realized something. The newspaper vendor was richer than me because he didn't need to wait to be rich to help someone. The moral of the story is this: the truly rich are not the ones with the most money, but the ones with the richest hearts. Because anyone can become wealthy, but not everyone chooses to be kind. Real wealth is measured by how much good you give away. Drop a heart in comment, like and subscribe my channel, and visit my channel for full story videos.